Hi there. This is Matt Ertz, your Madison County Historian. We're doing another interview today, kind of documenting what folks and people are doing during the COVID-19 pandemic. We're very fortunate today to have Kate Hill of the Cazenovia Republican here today. Kate, thanks for taking the time to talk to us. We really appreciate it. Can you tell us a little bit about what goes on in a typical day for a newspaper reporter for a small newspaper?
Sure. So on Mondays, I go into our office in Syracuse, the Eagle newspaper's office, and we have an editorial team meeting where we talk about what's going on in everyone's coverage areas and what stories we have in the works, and we get updates on what's going on with the paper. And then I go back to my coverage area and arrange in-person interviews, phone interviews, emails back and forth. And then there's a lot of coverage of board meetings for the town board, village boards, school boards, and then whatever events are going on.
Okay. How has that changed since this all started?
Well, I don't go to any events, and a lot of the boards have been canceled, but some have been moved to Zoom conferences, which have been going surprisingly smoothly. You're able to hear everyone, which I thought there would be more problems with, but those have been going well. And then everything's just over the phone for interviews and emails.
Has it changed stories that you cover? I mean, obviously, not having schools in session probably changes it a lot, but has it changed, just in general, something you might normally do that you can't do right now, period? Or something that you normally don't do that you are covering?
Well, the focus has been primarily on the COVID response. And in CAZ, we've had this amazing effort, the CAZ COVID response, which is all these different organizations in the Cazenovia area who have come together to provide resources and through a telephone line and then the website and to keep people up to date. So it's a lot of focus on that and what everyone's been doing to try to stay afloat and stay positive.
So how do you in turn cover local news different? Almost everything then is via just like phone calls and Zoom type conferences and this kind of thing? Or does it give you an opportunity to maybe to do more research into something else you were working on?
I've not done more research into something else I was working on. It's mostly just trying to keep everything as up to date as possible since everything's changing so quickly from week to week. So more just current what's going on.
So you guys don't do any other meetings. Is everything you do then more or less based out of home?
Oh, well, now since this has been going on, we've been having daily meetings, conference calls with the whole editorial staff.
Okay.
So it's been every morning at 9:30 we get on the phone and pretty much do what we do on Mondays typically, but now it's every day.
Okay. And does that give more insight? Does that make it easier, or is that just, the same thing just on a different day?
No, that makes it easier. Dave, our publisher, will be talking about things that he think would be worthwhile for each community to look into. This week he suggested we look into all the nonprofit organizations and put together some sort of list about how the community members can help them and what sort of assistance they might be needing. So it kind of gives you a guideline and direction to put your efforts in for the week.
Okay. Does the covering stuff via Zoom, how does that change what you do? I mean, normally if you're on site kind of taking notes, you can ask direct questions. Are you allowed to still do that with the Zoom type meetings, or does that, make it more difficult?
I usually just observe, but if as a community member, you can, a lot of meetings are through Facebook Live, so you can type questions, I guess, through that, and then you can call in. So I could call in if I had a question, and then I follow up with the people afterwards via email.
How could people help make your job easier right now in terms of if they have news that they think is important and they'd like to get out or that kind of stuff? Is there a way they can make that easier for you and the staff at the Republican?
yeah, if they think of things that are maybe uplifting, those are always good things at this time. Like what they've been doing to cope with this or to make the most of it. Those they can email those ideas to my editor, at editor@CazenoviaRepublican.com. And also artwork for the paper is kind of an issue since we aren't actually able to go out and take pictures of the things that are going on. So we've been asking community members to email photos of whatever they've been doing, or just so we can have things to fill the pages besides words.
Oh, all right, awesome. See, there you go. I had no idea that was happening. Thank you very much for taking the time to do this. We really do appreciate it. We wish you nothing but luck and safe travels and safe covering. And thank you for being out there and recording. And do you have anything left else to say to the folks of Cazenovia? In the Cazenovia Republican territory? What's that?
I don't think so.
All right. We hope to see you soon in person, Kate. Have a good one.
Great. Thanks, Matt.
Yep. Bye now.